Okay, we're going to try this again. Yay! This is an experience. Test drive, test drive, test drive. Hello. Or not. Hey, can you hear me? That's what I need to know. Hi, Just Living. Yes, you can hear me. Awesome. It is nice to meet you. I was very, very tickled to see your channel, and I'm really interested. And when I get my chickens this spring, it's going to be a lot to share. So I was really excited to get you on my list. Very, very exciting. This is the first live I've done, and I'm like, oh, freaked out. Yeah, I'm kind of an eclectic kind of channel haver. It's just an eclectic of all kinds of things that happen: frugal living, couponing, sales and deals, and the homestead, as well as just being a crazy person with a channel starting out. I haven't gone through all of your videos yet, but I noticed that you had a plyboard floor. Well, that's what we did to this old farmhouse when we remodeled the floors. I told the husband, I said, listen, I'm going to get some plyboard, and I got plyboard and stain and polyurethane, and that's what our wood floors are. Of course, we could have went through and did the old floors because this house was first deeded in 1890. It started out as a cabin, but that would have taken so much time and so much money to do that. We just slapped down some plyboard and some stain and some polyurethane, and our floors look beautiful. So I haven't gone through all of your videos yet because I've been very sick and just kind of moseying through other things. Oh, absolutely. But I wish we would have had time, because when I got onto Pinterest, it showed people doing the inlay on the plyboard floors, and that just looks so amazing with the different stains and the way that they designed it and put it together. But we just slapped it down and did it, got it done. Couple $100, and we were in there. We had floors in the bedroom, living room, and kitchen. They're doing pretty good. I know that our house has some issues with the foundation, and so our house is kind of like not on kilter. And I've noticed there are some creaky areas, like when you walk through, you can tell that some of the boards have lifted a little bit, but it's nothing major, and it's an old house, so we just go with it. But as far as the polyurethane, it's done pretty well, even with a 140-pound dog with nails going across it every day. Um, so, when she passes on, we will probably have to repolyurethane. But with the way she sheds, there's no way we could possibly get that done with her hair. It would just be complete fuzz. But other than that, it's holding up pretty well. But we got the cheapest. Yeah. Um, I kind of went really, really cheap, but it's awesome. Redoing this old house has been a real venture. Um, Next will be some electrical. I know the whole bathroom needs to be like redone. Um, a lot of water damage in the old house. In this house, the floor in the bathroom is horrible. So all of that subfloor is going to have to be taken out. We actually need to jack up the house and work on the foundation because it does have a rock foundation, so it has slid. And like I said, it's not quite right. If you drop something on one side, it rolls to the other side of the house. But it's an old house, and we just go with it. We just recently got some of the work done down in the cellar, so that way when I go down to do my laundry, I'm not walking through mud. So that was a big thing. But this old house needs a lot of work. I got a lot of outbuildings that need a lot of work. Um, and then, like this spring, get the chickens in, and then we will get the fencing up. I'm going to do a perimeter fence, probably a 3/4 perimeter fence, and then we'll start doing goats and get some of those buildings up. So it's going to be a slow process. I've made myself a 7-year plan, and yeah, once we get going, right now it's just like testing the water with my couponing and my frugal stuff. And, I get some subscribers and then I lose them. I say things that sometimes offend people. Like today, I think I offended some people with the mukbang with my dog. I thought it was funny. I think it really offended some people. So I lost a few subscribers today, but that's okay. I've got a really wild sense of humor, but I plan on doing some giveaways here and there. But other than that, just going with it. And this old house is just, there's so much work to do on it. There's just so much work. I don't have a mortgage on it though. It's paid off. So that's the plus, that I can sink money into it. So that's why I'm sinking so many financial things for this house. Let me turn that down because that's a little loud. So, we're working on it. It's slow. But the fencing is going to be quite expensive. I'm going to go with it the right way first. I've been watching a lot of these young homesteaders and people that are starting to homestead, and they tell you the mistakes they've made, which is great because, I want to learn from their mistakes. And so hopefully, um, well, now see, my husband, his mother and father bought the place when he was 2. And then I moved in about 24 years ago, but then I left for 4 years. And when I came back, that's when I said, okay, we're going to start remodeling so that we can live a comfortable life. So probably about 24 years, 23 years, I've been here. And I can just now put my foot down and say, okay, this is what we're going to do. Yeah. So it's been a rough road. It's been a real rough road. But right now I'm just taking the reins and going, this is what we're going to do. So I'm pretty much on my own with all these decisions and the financial part of it. So this is what we're doing now. My daughter's getting married and this coming May, and I want a place where my grandbabies can come. Yeah, it has 1.9 acres on it. And it's really good property too. It's very flat. Um, and like the house is in the front, so it's all backland. So there's plenty of room to divide and conquer. And my eventual goal, after some of the other animals and some crops and some planting areas, is to get miniature cattle. Just a couple, just a few, just to play with. So I think that's going to be pretty fun. The miniature cattle are just so cute, but I know there's a waiting list, and I would love to be one of those breeders. I can do a lot with that. And how many acres do you have? I haven't seen, like I said, I haven't seen a whole lot of your videos. Um, I did like the cookie one because I like those cookies too. I remember those cookies. And it seemed to me like they were called carousel cookies when I was a kid. Oh, I hope so. I hope they come out. Like I said, 7 years. So, next year will be more fruit trees, the chickens, and a few goats. Yeah, I love those carousel cookies. But that's what I remembered as a kid. Um, just so good. Of course, I like cookies. I like cookies a lot. Oh, I'm not super well liked on YouTube by some of the other people in the other communities. Like I said, I've ruffled a few feathers, so I'm kind of like that hen that just keeps pecking. I've never done a live before, so this is my first attempt. Oh, 20 acres. You're going to go whole hog then. Wow. Um, it's something else I've considered since I've been throwing money into accounts and trying to save money, and hopefully this place can make me a little bit of money in order to be self-sufficient, is maybe looking for a smaller or a bigger piece of property really, really close, and possibly just doing that as well as getting another piece of property. But since this one's paid off, I might as well just go whole hog here. And 1.9 is plenty to take care of for me. The only thing I would need is a little acreage to plant crops for animals. Yeah. But, you know, 20 acres, that's a good thing. My grandfather had 200 wooded acres when I grew up. So I grew up in the woods a lot, and I miss that. And so, I wish I had the woods. That's what I would like to have, is some woods to go along with my farm acreage. But, you know, can't do that. Not here. Yeah. I kind of grew up in the city and in the country. I grew up right around the Cincinnati area, but my grandfather always had that 200 acres out here in Indiana, and I was always with him. And it was just a really, really good life. I had the best of both worlds, city and country. And then my grandmother and grandfather, my mother's family, lived down in the hollers of Kentucky. So I would also go down there, and they had no running water until 1991. So, that was like even further into the farm life. Oh, that's great. Farming is something I love. My grandmother always told me I should marry a farmer. Well, I didn't. Dumbass. That's me. Should have married a farmer, but I didn't. And I'm really sick and I'm snotting and snuffing. So sorry about that, but I'm really sick. Yeah, I'm in Indiana. I am definitely in Indiana, but I'm really close to Ohio border, Cincinnati area. This is still considered the greater Cincinnati area. And there is quite a bit of land out here for sale. And, you know, I just don't know. Oh, you're in Indiana? Awesome. Indiana is Indiana. That's great. I am, like I said, the Cincinnati area, which is southeastern. Yeah, southeastern. I'm all discombobulated. That's awesome. What part of Indiana are you at? Where are you? Hamlet, northwest corner. Oh, so you're like, oh, yeah, that's up there. Awesome. I don't think I've ever been in that area. I haven't traveled a whole lot in northern or northwest Indiana. I've traveled more in Ohio and Kentucky. Oh, yeah. Michigan's beautiful too. Michigan's beautiful. That's awesome. I was hoping a few people would show up. But like I said, I think I lost some subscribers today with the with the video I did with the dog eating off the spoon. I don't know why that would offend people. I know that a lot of people do those mukbangs, and it wasn't really supposed to be a spoof on a mukbang, but I thought it was cute. I'm good with that. I had to send my husband to work. Like I said, I've been sick, so I didn't go to work, and he's not going to be home for a while. And I'm making him dinner. That's all I've been doing is sleeping and eating for 2 days. And yeah, so I'm sitting here in my living room, which is really weird because normally I can't get enough light in my living room to do a video. But my computer screen, I've never done a video on my computer screen either. All of this is new. And you can actually see me. It's not dark. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. I screwed up the first time I had it on. I hit something and really messed it up. I don't know what I did wrong. I should have been cleaning today and I just didn't. I didn't clean. Oh, it's different. I'll tell you, there's a whole lot of people in this community, and I don't even know which niche I don't know which niche I belong to. If I belong to, the frugal people, the coupon people, the homesteading people, the crazy people. I don't even know which niche I belong to. So I'm like, I'm Penelope. That's what I am. I'm wanting to change the name of my channel, but I'm not sure how to do that or change my venue or some of the descriptions that I have for my channel. So I'm kind of kind of trying to figure all of that out before January so I can get it all straightened out. And see, I see that there's another person in here, but then I don't see where they are. I'm trying to figure all of that out. Oh, I look like hell. I should have probably put makeup on. I I do save money. Money is a big thing right now. With not having help from my husband, it's very important for me to be able to take the reins financially and really keep control over where my money is going. And right now, I'm just popping it here and popping it there. And, you know, I don't know. I'm trying my best. And I'm trying to share that with people. I'm trying to share people, ideas on saving money. Because right now it's such a hard life, and being frugal is difficult for some people. And so I kind of like to impart that idea of just do it, grab the reins, and take care of your money. Yeah, I've met a lot of people and have gotten a lot of information on how to do that. But you have to do it yourself, and you have to really want to do it. And sticking with it sometimes is hard because, man, there's a lot of stuff I'd like to have. Buying the chicken coops instead of building them, I still saved money. I got two chicken coops for like 200 and some dollars. And I think one was supposed to be 900 and one was supposed to be 200. So Rural King really did me a great service. So Rural King has been really helpful in my beginning of my homestead with the chickens. So hopefully this spring they can help me out with more fencing. Yeah. Mine could too. You know, my father's mother, she used to do things that I would be like, why are you doing this? And now I understand. They came from the Depression era. My one grandmother, she would save her butter wrappers or her margarine wrappers and put them in a Ziploc bag and put them in the freezer. And you're like, what the hell? And what she would do is take them out and grease her cake pans. Now, my grandmother down in Kentucky, she was a pioneer woman to the absolute. I mean, she saved every bit of food she could. She dried food, canned food, froze food. I mean, and I watched her plow acres with a mule, with an old mule plow. She would get out there and start plowing, and yet she cooked 3 meals a day for them people. You know, I can remember going down as farm labor and doing backer and digging acres of potatoes with them. And she would get out that mule and she'd be plowing. She was absolutely, I wish I would have paid more attention to what she did, but I didn't. Like her biscuits, I can't make her biscuits. I wish I would have known how. Yeah. Some She was an amazing woman. Yeah. I can remember she would sit me on the mule, and I was little, so I would sit on the mule for a couple hours, and keep me busy while she would get the roast started. And of course, I was one of those kids. You could put me on a project, and I would be fine. I wouldn't get in trouble and do stupid shit. But she would put me on the mule, and I would ride the mule while it would be plowed. Yeah, amazing. Some of the things I watched her do. My grandfather down there fished. He did a lot of fishing, and she would can all of their fish. And in the wintertime, she would make fish cakes, like we have tuna cakes or salmon cakes, you know, and it would be the fish that he caught all year. So amazing, just the most amazing woman ever, and I never gave her enough credit. So it is neat. It is neat. That's what I'm achieving. I would love to be able to quit my full-time job and get a part-time job and really work this farm. Yeah, it's true. Get up early in the morning, eat your breakfast, go out, grab a pitchfork or a tater fork, and go dig in the dirt all day. And yeah, it was fun. Gosh, I'm still snuffing. I really hate that. It's kind of what I want to do here, but I don't know if my body can do as much as she did. She was phenomenal. Really wish I had got a cup of coffee or something. I didn't know it was going to be this quick. Oh, okay. Um, I really like the Brahmas. I think they're absolutely phenomenal. I would love to have a huge Brahma rooster if I were to have a rooster, but I'm going to kind of keep 12 to 15 hens. And I would like to have some Buff Orpingtons. Just if, I would like to have a menagerie, a collection. I like the Buff Orpingtons. I definitely like the Easter Eggers. Um, oh my goodness, there's so many. I would like to have a couple Comets and a couple Leghorns just to keep really good egg production. But I really like the Brahma chickens. I'm kind of more into a hardy chicken rather than um, super egg production. But I figured if I had a couple, like the Leghorn and a Comet, a couple of those in there with them, that would ensure. I just, I really like the Easter eggers. I would love to have really colorful eggs. I like the Copper Marans. I think those are really super. I love the color of their eggs. So I don't know, but I would really like to have a huge Brahma rooster. And I do have people that would love to buy Brahmas for 4-H. And that's another thing. If I got my chickens started, then I can always expand. And I have a lot of 4-Hers out here, or in future farmers and so on and so forth. And I would love to be able to provide them with chickens for their projects. So I think that would be awesome. But I think I am very, very into the Brahmas. But like I said, I like the Buff Orpingtons. I like the Comets. I like the Leghorns. Let's see. Yeah, I just recently subscribed to him. I really need to watch some more of his videos. Um, I think because the Brahmas are so big, I kind of like. See, it's kind of ironic, really, because I really want a micro farm. I really want everything to be kind of miniaturized. I want the smaller goats. I want the smaller cattle. I want everything to be small, but I want my chickens to be big. The Jersey Giants are huge chickens too. I don't know, but there is a YouTube video and it's called, I think it's just called Brahma Rooster. And this rooster is huge. And he reminds me of the cartoon owl from the Rats of Nim cartoon. He comes out and he's just like really big and he's waddling out there and his big feet. And that rooster is just adorable. I just want to pick him up and hug him. And they are extremely docile. There's a lady down the road, and she has kind of been my chicken mentor throughout my venture. Did you see that? And that is awesome. He is neat. He is awesome. And she took me to visit her little chickens. And we went out there, and this chicken just like squatted in front of her for her to pick her up. I'm like, what's that? And she just scooped her up, and she just holding her, and the chicken was just like, oh, it stopped right in front of her and let her scoop it up. And I'm like, what is up with that? And it was a Brahma hen. And I think that's what started my, oh my gosh. I'm like, oh yes, that's the hen for me. But then when I saw that Brahma rooster, I was like, oh my, if I have to have a rooster, which I hadn't even considered having a rooster at first. I just wanted some girls and have my little girls and let them do their thing without any stress. And then the more I thought about it, I was like, oh my, I really, really, really liked him. But yeah, I want chickens that will squat and let me pick them up. I want to love on them. I want them to be my babies. But I can't raise them in the house, so I'm going to have to wait till spring. And I'm going to set up the chicken coop with an extension cord, and I'm going to get a brooder. I'm saving up right now so that way I can get a really nice brooder. And, it's something I will use, and it will last a very long time. So it'll be an investment. And so I'm going to set it up to where I can put the babies in their chicken coop and let them do their thing in there, because it's a really nice chicken coop. It's on one of my videos. I don't know which one it's on, but I got it for a really good deal. And then eventually I will get the barn built and we'll have more chickens out there. But this is just my start. And I have people at work that want chicken eggs so badly. They want eggs. So that's pretty cool. I was just super excited. I don't know how my dog's going to do with chickens, though. I don't know how Cleo's going to do with chickens. She likes chicken soup. I don't think she's going to do well. So we'll have to really work with her and let her know under no circumstance is she going to be able to run, chase, or even bark at my chickens. So that's going to be a challenge. I think Cleo will be a challenge with my chickens. But yeah. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I've been sitting here for 32 minutes. That's wild. Yeah. Cleo is a little different. She is half Great Dane, which is great, but she's also half Boxer Akita mix. And I have noticed that the Akita in her really started shining through, and it caused her not to be able to do some of the things that I got her for. She was supposed to be a therapy dog in a nursing home where I was the activity director and social service director, and she was fine with the residents. She did really well, but when they were playing bingo or doing an activity and someone would walk into the room, she would stand up and present herself as guarding them. And I could not have that because we had state inspectors come in one day and they walked in and she got up and did her thing. And I knew right away that this was not going to work out for her. But she loved the residents. I mean, she was very gentle with them. And she has the great coat, just soft coat. And they loved it. She was the right size. They could pet her. She was very graceful when she would go to the bedside or with wheelchairs. But it was that thing that if she was in activity with them and someone walked into the room, she let them know right away, these are my people. So she couldn't be a therapy dog anymore. And I tried really hard. I mean, I worked really hard with her, but I wasn't going to break her will because it's her. It's just who she is. She wanted to guard her people. And I know she's not a livestock guardian dog, so I don't think she would guard my chickens like she guarded them. So I don't know. Oh, so with your channel, you do chickens, you're a homesteader. Like I said, I haven't really gotten to dive in. So what's your channel about, so that way I can kind of advertise you? I mean, obviously I don't have a whole lot of viewers and I don't have very many subscribers, but how would I describe your channel if I were to do shout outs for you? That sounds crazy over there on the TV. Welcome, whoever you are. Oh, so okay. So DIY, do it yourself. That's fantastic. Why don't you come help me build my fences? I had an awesome. I tried to have the neighbor put my chicken pen up, my fencing for my chicken area, and he did it incorrectly and still wants to be paid for it. And I told him he's going to have to redo it, and he's really mad at me. he, him and my husband grew up together, and he's just really, really mad at me because I won't pay him until he does it right. I'm so mad about that, because if I would have had the chicken pen up, I could have went ahead and got chickens, you know, and put them in the coop, babies. Oh, I've been having a hell of a time with this. So I need to learn to put the fence up myself. I need to do that. I need to learn how to make the gate. Yeah. But DIY, oh my God, do it yourself is awesome. Right. I am too, but he needs help. He's on disability. He's on disability, and I thought, wow, he could help me out. Just put like my fences up for me, and I could pay him a little bit. Plus, I give him dog food, cat food when I get my deals, my coupon deals, food, and he just slopped it up, and I'm like, that's not going to work. I'm more than willing to help him out because he needs to buy tires for his vehicles. He's got dogs and animals to feed, and I'm willing to help him out as part of, but he did it so incorrectly. I'm like, dude, you've got to do it correctly. Oh, absolutely. Um, I'll tell you, I'll give you a little background. I was the first um, female feed miller in Indiana when I was like 23. My husband and I had gotten married, and the local feed mill was looking for someone. And I went up there and I said, hey, I said, I want a job. I threw 100-pound feed sacks all day for 2 years up there, which was great because, at that point in time, I really wasn't worried about a career. You're 23 years old, who cares about a career at that point in time? And then I went into machining. So I ran machines. I always did stuff on my own, but I notice as I get older, I'm really like, if I can afford to have someone do it, maybe I should. I don't know. But I need to get out there and just put that fence up myself. But the one thing I think I'm going to have problems with is the gate. I don't know exactly how to make the gate. I thought about going and finding like an old door and taking like the glass panes out of it and putting chicken wire in it and kind of making a door that way. I think that would look really, really sharp. Maybe paint it a certain color and then do something. But I just wish my husband was helpful in that area. He really has no interest in anything that I'm doing at this point. And as a matter of fact, he puts hurdles in front of everything that I do. So, there's always a hurdle that I have to achieve before I can get what I need done. So, It would be helpful if there was a partnership, but there isn't, and that's okay. Um, I've learned to live with it. Don't like it, but I've learned to live with it. You know, partnerships are great. Wish I had one, but you just go on and you just do what you have to do. So I love the DIY stuff. So I'm going to keep watching. Make a chicken gate out of a door. Show me how to do that. Because I really think that would be awesome. I think that would look so cute to have like this door and you can open it up into the chicken coop and it might be painted a certain color. And I am going to do some stuff to my chicken coop before I get the chickens. I'm going to put a gutter on it and put a rain barrel underneath that so that way I can have my water right there. I'm going to put flooring. I'm going to do flooring inside my chicken coop to protect the wood because, you know, it is wood and we don't want it to be ruined. And they have this stuff at Walmart and they probably have it at other places, but it's kind of like a rubber with like it has like a tread kind of pattern on it. And I'm going to get some of that and put that into my coop as well. So that way it kind of protects the wood from getting destroyed. I thought about doing some sort of, I know, you know, but I was worried about the linoleum because I was afraid it would stress their legs. Do you have an issue with that? Yeah, it is cheaper, that's for sure. But do you have a slippage problem with that? Because I've heard a lot of people do that and there's no issues with that. See, I don't know, especially with the babies because they're so worried like if they were to strain a leg that it causes them to wobble. I don't know. Maybe I am just being overprotective. Maybe I should just go ahead and do the linoleum because I can get a remnant piece very cheap. I'm probably being way too protective. And then I thought about doing something on the walls to kind of make it so that way when I just spray it out, you know, I don't get the wood all wet. So I definitely want to do the flooring, definitely want to do the gutters. Yeah. Hi, Jacqueline. I've seen you before. I know. I'm excited. I'm super excited about it. This little coop is really sharp. Um, oh, okay. So the flooring. Okay, so that gives them enough that they're doing good. Awesome. I guess that's what I'll do. You know, I was trying to get fancy, but maybe I won't get fancy. Now the little coop I have, it's teeny tiny, and I thought about getting um, just a couple quail, maybe. I don't know. They say quail are really hard, or get just a couple of bannies, maybe, and have them in their little coop. I don't know. So I have two. I have the bigger one, and then I have the little itty bitty one. And I thought maybe do something with that. Pardon me. They gave me the little coop. Yeah. Oh, I shouldn't have even tried to smoke this. I'm so sick. I don't even know why I'm smoking. Pardon me. But yeah, I will be getting shavings. Oh my goodness. I'm going to cough my butt off. I have a really bad upper respiratory infection and I have a super staph infection in all this fluid. So I don't even know why I lit a cigarette. Probably should not have done that. Oh. Oh my. Oh, oh, Jacqueline, I'm so sorry you were sick. This is horrible. I'll be right back. I need to get some water. Oh my goodness. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I'm not used to missing work. And I missed a day last week, and then I've missed 2 this week. Thank goodness I had paid time. Oh my, it's horrible. But I think the infection is what really, really scared the clinic. Oh, you have a good day. Good evening. Just living. Oh my goodness. I'm not used to missing work. I'm not used to being this sick. But I have eaten a lot and I've had slept a lot, but I have done very little cleaning or organizing. I have my customers' candles in little bags, and that's about as far as I got with that. Oh my goodness. See, the flu, I can't do the flu because if I get sick at my stomach, then I'm really, really upset. So this is just crap. Or like I said, smoking. I don't even know why I lit that because I know better. I'm so sorry because the flu is horrible. So where is everyone? All these people that said they would come if I did a live. Where are they? Hmm? Several people said that if I did a live, they would be here. Well, they must be busy. Must be busy. I'm shocked. I'm shocked it's working in my living room. I think this is pretty cool. I've never done even one of my videos on my computer. It's really weird. But look at this. Oh my god, that's a mess. Oh, it's horrible. Big horse tail. Yeah. Let me show you something. I don't know if you can see this or not. Oh shoot! I'm dropping everything. I don't know. I can't even see what I'm doing. Ah! That's my wall of mirrors. I don't know how it's showing. All of those mirrors came from yard sales, flea markets, Goodwill. Here we go. Yeah, and they don't really match. Like, there's 2 of the gold mirrors, and they don't match. And then the little shelves underneath them don't match. But the way they're arranged doesn't matter. It looks great. So, do I know you outside of YouTube? I probably do. I don't know. I am so sorry. Hopefully, this will calm down. Tool and die. Yeah, exactly. So, why am I having a hard time with this? The vending. You're the vendor? Purple hair. Oh my goodness. Awesome. Oh my God. See, and I knew it was someone that I knew. I knew it. And now I know who you are. Third. Awesome. This is great. My first live video ever. First live. First. I don't know who else is. I just don't know where everybody is. Everybody said they were going to be here when I did a live. It's not here. But you are. That's awesome. Were you at work today? I really didn't miss working. I didn't. Barry's been so pissed because I haven't been going to work. I'm good. I'm glad you did because I don't. I'm just glad it's not the flu. I mean, because oh my God, I can't deal with the flu, the puking, and oh my God, this has been bad enough. And I thought I had my coughing under control, but apparently not. So yeah, 2 days out, and then my daughter's coming Sunday, and I've got to cook a ham and do all the Christmas stuff, and I'm like, oh my God. And like today I should have cleaned, yesterday I should have cleaned. I just, yeah, it is. But now this, what I have is like, it's an upper respiratory with double pneumonia and a super staph infection in my fluids. So the infection, they can't control it with the antibiotics. They just changed me again. They want to do another. They want to do an X-ray. I'm not going to pay for it. I'm just not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it. I know, right? Well, and I'm afraid that people are going to think like when I cook for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday that I'm going to like make everybody sick, but I'm going to like practice like really good, you know, practices, so that way that I can still cook for everybody Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I'm hoping that I mean, I'm not going to infect anyone. I promise, because I have a lot of food to cook. Oh my God, 2 departments this year, 2 dishes per day per department. Oh my God. Crazy. So what are you doing tonight? Well, it's only 8 o'clock. Oh, I know. He's like, I'm just going to take a big box of potato chips, and I'm like, oh, I know you're not. You're going to present well. This is your first Christmas at Tool and Die. You are going to present well if I have to present it for you. So that's what he's going to do. I just don't want anyone to think that I'm going to get them sick because I'm going to make sure that everything's good. Oh my god, that's horrible. Yeah, I can't imagine getting the flu. That would be so much worse than this. But now I'm starting to cough and I don't know, having that fit again. I lost 2 subscribers today from having a mukbang with my dog. Yep. Fed my dog with a spoon, chicken soup, and lost 2 subscribers over that. I think they thought I was making fun of them. Oh, so she hasn't got sick yet? Well, I hope she doesn't, because that would be tough. And it racks their little bodies so much worse. Oh, they're just too little to get sick like that. Oh, thank you. Because I'm so great. You ought to watch that video, though. I don't know if you have or not, but I'm feeding my dog. I'm sitting on the kitchen floor with her, and I'm feeding her chicken noodle soup out of a spoon. And I think it pissed some people off. I don't care. Oh my god, that's funny. But I'm doing a giveaway, so it was a mukbang with Cleo. So yeah, I get pissed off a lot of people lately, and I think it's just too bad. I think they think I'm making fun of them, and I'm really not. Yeah, I think some people are just so thin-skinned, and well, I think a lot too is there's a community in this YouTube stuff, and I wasn't like real aware of it. That there was a lot of drama and a lot of backbiting and stabbing and stuff. And I said one thing one time, and I'm going to tell you, oh my, oh my. Oh yeah, I called some people wasteful cows, and man, that didn't go over very well. That shot my subscribers down, and then it started building back up again. So I gotta watch what I say sometimes. But hey, I've been on for an hour and I'm coughing. I need to go finish cooking dinner because Barry will be home like in 2 hours. And I'm going to lay down. So I'll see you probably Monday if you're at work. And have a good evening. Bye.